What is up, gents and fellow wet shavers? Welcome back to the channel, Tennessee Whiskey Shaving. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here for a minute, as always, welcome back. So today I'm going to be using a favorite of mine from PAA. I think it's a good all around, every day, all year scent, but it really shines a lot in the fall. And that is Sundown. It was just recently released, and I went full tilt on this one, guys. Like, that's how much I love Sundown. Um, I got a backup set for it. As you can tell, this is the old label. I got the new hollow label, which is right here. So, that tells you how much I love this stuff. And yeah, it is definitely one of my favorites from PAA. It's just one of those classic, masculine scents from back in the day, back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. That kind of thing. I mean, I think technically it was around in the 60s through the 70s. But I'll get to all that. But yeah, this one is an absolute favorite. So I'm gonna go all PAA all day today. I'm gonna, soap, splash, star jelly, EDP, razor. It's all gonna be brush, all PAA. So we'll start off here as I normally do. Scent off the tub. I mean, it smells fantastic, of course. But scent off the tub to me is a little stronger than normal. So, and I like that. I mean, if you're gonna get a soap, I want to smell it. So, and it's right up there. Like the scent power is right up there. With like Cold Spices and Sacre Bleu. I mean, it's in that same kind of genre as all those old school masculine fragrances. Since Sundown is an homage to Gillette's Sun Up. So, yeah. So, Tennessee whiskey proof scale, where 0 is the worst and 100 is the best. I give Sundown I'll go 70 proof off the tub. I mean, you can definitely smell it. It's one of those ones where if you take the top off and let it sit, your bathroom will start to smell like Sundown. So, it is definitely good. All right. So on the sales page here, we have Sundown, the limited return of a classic. It was originally released by PAA in 2016, and it returns just in time for the fall frenzy. All right, Shave Cadets, we're deep in the throes of fall madness and gearing up for the charging holiday rush. We couldn't resist. After countless requests and the stars aligning just right, we're excited to announce the re-release of Sundown. Yes, it's back and better than ever. But let's not forget, this is a limited release. So if you've been wanting it, now is your chance. And I'm telling you guys need to get this one. It's very good. I know the summoning of the clown and everything like that just happened, but flown fruit, schmown fruit, to me, Sundown is where it's at, man. That is so much better than clown fruit, in my opinion, of course. You guys may feel otherwise. Seriously, things are about to get wild here, so consider this a special shout out to you true blue shave cadets. You've been asking and we've delivered. A classic scent for the real connoisseur out there. Sunup is such an important classic for historical reference alone. It must be for every shave den. Now let me take you back on a journey, or let me take you on a journey back in time and by the nose. Picture it, 1963. The everyday man walks with confidence knowing he's got something up his sleeve, or rather on his skin, and up his sleeve. That something was Sun Up, a legendary scent from Gillette that captured the essence of masculine elegance in just a splash. Fast forward to now, and we're once again resurrecting the spirit of that golden era with Sundown. our homage to a classic aftershave that's been missing from our shelves for far too long. So there you go. Let me get my face wet and I'll get to the scent notes while I start lathering. All right, so for the hardware today, I mean, obviously, you guys know I'm doing sundown for the software. For the hardware to stay PAA all day, I'm going to be using the Cyclotrode brush. This bad boy glows in the dark. I'm not sure if I can get it to glow with all the light. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, it does glow in the dark. Um, and then as well, we are also going to be using the PAA Quantum Razor. I got the green tip on. That's just what I feel like using. So there we go. I believe Doug, he just put a video out or whatnot saying that the Quantum will be coming back in stock soon. So yay! It's an awesome razor. It's one of my favorites, and it too is a throwback to another classic. If you didn't know, the Eclipse Red Ring. That's the OG. That's the grandfather of the Quantum. All right, here we go. I love this stuff, so I load a little heavy because I like it. Okay, that's plenty though. The water's drying up quick with it being starting to get colder out and stuff. Man, this stuff smells so good. But then again, I say the same thing about Old Spice or Cold Spice, any of the Old Spice dupes or any of the Aqua Velva dupes. Aqua Velva, the old school original Aqua Velva smells fantastic to me as well. I just love all those classic masculine fragrances, man. They're so good. You can really see the CK6 starting to wake up now with some water. And we all know PAA. I mean, the lather on it is quite nice. It's very very nice. Performance is exceptional. So the scent notes on Sundown, you got top notes of lemon, petitgrain, and bergamot to give you that kind of bright, zesty, citrusy opening. With middle notes of lavender, rose, and clary sage to give you kind of that herbally middle note. And then we got base notes of oak moss, sandalwood, vetiver, and just a hint of animalic musk to give you that earthy, woody kind of base that we all, well, man, maybe not we all, I like. But man, I'm telling you, this stuff is so, so good. If you have not tried Sundown, what are you waiting for, man? It is awesome. It's right up there with Old Spice, Aqua Velva, I mean, Black Bot, or well, Black Belt, Black Bot, High Karate, all those old school masculine scents, man, they're all good. I hate when the soap gets far down in there. All right, again, PA Quantum. I think I'm going on a third use AccuThrive blade in here. The reason why I like the Quantum so much is because it has a much shallower shave angle than a lot of other razors. You know, most razors they want you to keep it like right here, and you can, but I mean, for me, like if you really want to find that right boom, you ride the cap until you feel it engage, and that's like right there, not right there, right there. And if you go there and you hold that blade angle, it gives such a divine shave. Very smooth, comfortable, and most of all, efficient. Yeah, man. Man, I tell you what, man. Even here in Tennessee, we just had a whole bunch of rain. It pretty much rained like all week long. You figure with all that rain, the water would stick around some, but man, the water on my face is just drying up super fast. And like I always say, the key to wet shaving is water. Wet. Can't have wet shaving without hydration. I don't know about you guys, but I've been super busy at work. I have not had a single day off, like full day off, since I've got back from my F1 race. I've been working, working, working to some capacity every day, my normal days off. But it'll pay off once I get that paycheck, though, right? But unfortunately today, though, well, I guess fortunately, unfortunately, it just depends on how you want to look at it. Money wise, unfortunately, time wise, fortunately, and uh, the gravy train for the overtime was just shut down. So today was my last day. Well, actually, Monday will be my last day because I got to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. And then I'm going to work Monday, and then that will be it. No more overtime for the foreseeable future unless something changes. All right, fellas, let me get the face wet again and we'll go for round two. Man, this stuff just smells so freaking good. Definitely a favorite. I mean, John from Rabbit Fighter, Sundown, Cold Spices, Sacre Bleu. Those are some of my favorites from PAA. But they are so, so good. You just can't go wrong with those vintage fragrances from yesteryear. Bring back memories of, reminds me of my grandpa, my dad, stuff like that. All right. Well, I've been doing that lately a lot. Forgetting my upper lip. Running across the grain. Sorry if you guys hear some snorting back there. I just realized my pug Ella is in here with me. All right, so again, let me get the face wet, and we'll go for round three. I bet you the Ella's wanting some food. So for me, with all the overtime I've been working lately, I've been coming in super early for work. So normally I get up at 5 a.m. to go to work to be there by 7. But I've been getting up at 3:30 a.m. to get there by 5. So with me getting up early, And it was just easier to feed the dogs a couple hours earlier when I get up as opposed to having the wifey get up at 5 to feed them and try and go back to sleep for an hour or something. So, and with it being about 3:30 right now, her internal clock is saying, "Feed me, Seymour, feed me." All right. I will say too for the quantum with the shallower razor angle or shave angle, it really excels going against the grain for me. I'm also I'm using the alpha plate, the aggressive plate for the quantum. Forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, I'm telling you, this is one of my favorites. I went full tilt on this. I mean, I got bar soap or bath soap. I got the bath soap. I got deodorant. Man, that's how good this stuff smells. Shampoo puck, Star Jelly, EDP, soap, splash. You name it. The only thing I didn't get is like the beard balm. If it has beard balm, because I mean, well, obviously I ain't got no beard. Ooh. That's what I need to do though. That just reminded me. While it's out on my next order, I need to get the vent set for sure. It'd be awesome having the car smell like sundown. I usually get about 4 passes or 4 uses out of these blades, but I'm thinking this one's done. The shave is a little rough. Not too bad though, just not the best. All right, fellas, let me get let me get the moneymaker cleaned up and get everything cleaned up and ready to go, and we'll get to the best part of the shave. Okay, and we are back for the best part of the shave. So we have the splash here and the star jelly, and I will finish it off with the EDP. Man, this stuff is so good. I'm telling you guys, you just don't know. Man, that smells so good. So, so good. Mm. Oh, man. Man, the way everything just plays together, it is very, very nice. The soap and the splash, they match each other very, very well. Of course, the splash has a slightly more woody and resinous smell to it than the soap because, well, it doesn't have soap to have to contend with. But man, the bergamot, the petitgrain, that lemon, the clary sage, man. And, I don't really get a lot of lavender and rose, but the sage, oak moss, sandalwood, vetiver, that musk, man, it just all goes together so, so well. Very, very awesome fragrance, man. I love this stuff. It really does. I mean, it's kind of like, it makes me wonder why it ever went away. That's how good it smells. Like, how could you ever get tired of it? Like Old Spice, the old Schulten's Formula Old Spice, Aquavelva. How could you ever get tired of all those? Um, yeah, but I get it. Everybody has to move on and move forward and evolve and all that good stuff. So, I mean, I know why, but these are just classic timeless scents. So if you're definitely into, the old school masculine scents, this is going to be one of your favorites. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love it. It is awesome. So, all right. So let's check out the Star Jelly. Star jellies are very, very nice, very hydrating, especially for this time of year when you get the colder, drier months, where your skin dries out. Of course, me being a menth head, I get mine with menthol, so it's got that nice cooling kind of burn to it, the cooling feeling. Very, very nice. I gotta say, Sundown stays pretty linear between the splash and the star jelly. Um, I know because of the prickly pear or whatnot that's usually in star jelly, um, it can have kind of a different scent to it, like a more woody, resinous, maybe like a balsam wood smell to it. But I don't know if it's because of the other, maybe the sand. Well, no, because there's other things. I don't know. Maybe it's the animalic musk. It's just, I mean, it smells. Yeah, I still get that prickly pear smell in it in the dry down, but it still smells very good. It smells, a lot like the splash does. And now for the piece de resistance. We're going to go with the splash. I mean, the EDP. I'll put a little bit on the back of the hand here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, guys. I mean, this is a phenomenal day. This really just makes the mood so much better. So, As usual, I get my wife's thoughts on all the things that I wear. And for the wifey, on the Tennessee wifey proof scale, where 0 is the worst and 100 is the best, the wifey gives Sundown a 60 proof. She likes it. Um, she says it reminds her. She says it kind of the same things I do. She says they remind, it smells kind of like an older vintage fragrance, and it reminds her of like her granddad or or her dad. It brings those kind of memories up. Um, she says that there's things that she prefers me to wear over sundown, but she knows how much I like it, so maybe she likes it that way too. My wife tends to lean more towards like gondolier and Veloma, those kind of fragrances. She likes a Garden of Bali and Fresco. She likes those kind of fresh, clean cologne type fragrances. So she's not really usually too big on the earthier, muskier fragrances. But she does like John From, but that's kind of a sweeter musk fragrance than, what, you would normally be used to. Um, but overall, she does like it. Like I said, she gave it a 60 proof. So she just says that she prefers me wear other things. Um, so yeah. But as for me, you guys can probably see where I'm gonna go with this. Um, for me, on the Tennessee whiskey proof scale, again, where 0 is the worst and 100 is the best, I give Sundown an 85 proof. I love this stuff, man. It is awesome. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorites, from PAA. I just love it. It is absolutely awesome. The only other thing that I'm looking forward to from PAA right now that hasn't been out in a minute that I'm really hoping makes a comeback or comes back this year is Oud Spice. You know me, I am your dude of Oud. I love me some Oud, man. Oud is awesome. And they're to me like the blend of oud with Old Spice, which is exactly what Oud Spice is. It is so good. My buddy Doug Lang, me and him both always are always saying, Oud Spice, when's it coming back? And we're always champing at the bits for when Oud Spice comes back. But for now, I got Sundown and Cold Spices and Sacre Bleu and a bunch of other PA stuff to hold me over. But hopefully, fingers crossed, Oud Spice will come back. And yeah, if you haven't, guys, do it now. Pick up Sundown. It is good. It's a awesome offering from PAA, and it's only going to be around for a little while. So I'm not trying to give you guys FOMO or anything like that, but definitely pick it up. It's one of my favorite sets from PAA. So, anyway, yeah. Well, with work winding down and getting less overtime, I should really be able to get back to it and start making a whole bunch of more videos and stuff with some free time that I'll have laying around, I guess. Or, I can start getting stuff done around the house too. I gotta get the oil changed in my airport car and finish fixing this drawer. And I got a honey-do list, so I can do that too, on top of trying to make shave videos. So anyway, I hope you guys are well. I hope everything's going great for you guys. Man, it's hard to believe it's not going to be that much longer. We got what, maybe like 4 more weeks, 3 or 4 more weeks until Black Friday, and then the Advent calendar will be upon us. How awesome is that? So I won't hold you guys up anymore. And as always, the wet shaving community is the best community. Be happy, be positive, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.